I didn't think much of it at first. It was one of those details you notice, then immediately explain away. But once I couldn't unsee it, everything else stopped making sense. I live in a pretty quiet apartment building. Nothing special. Same neighbors. Same routines. Every morning I leave around the same time. Same elevator ride. Same hallway. And almost every morning I'd see my neighbor from across the hall. Mid-30s. Polite. Quiet. We'd nod. Sometimes say good morning. That was it. There was nothing strange about him. At least not at first. The first thing I noticed was the timing. No matter when I left, early, late, rushed, relaxed, he always seemed to step out of his apartment at the exact same moment. At first I thought it was coincidence, then routine, then luck. But after a while it started to feel rehearsed. One morning I left 20 minutes earlier than usual. He still walked out at the same time. Another day I stayed inside for 10 extra minutes pretending to look at my phone. The second I opened my door, his opened too. I laughed it off. People do that. Patterns happen. That's what I told myself. Then I started noticing smaller things. He always faced me when we stood in the hallway. Not casually, directly. When the elevator arrived, he never pressed a button. I always did. I started paying attention to reflections, the elevator mirror, the glass doors downstairs. He wasn't looking at his phone. He wasn't staring into space. He was watching me, not in a threatening way, just focused, like he didn't want to miss anything. I tried changing things up, leaving at different times, taking the stairs, waiting longer. It didn't matter. He was always there. At this point, I knew how it sounded, so I did what most people do. I stopped paying attention. I told myself I was projecting, that I'd watched too many videos, read too much online. People are strange, but not that strange. Then one night, I came home later than usual. The hallway was empty. His door was closed. I felt relieved, until I noticed something taped to my door. It wasn't a note, no message, no name, just a single piece of paper. On it was a list, times, dates, short descriptions. Left for work, 8:12 a.m. Return, 6:47 p.m. Lights off, 11:03 p.m. My times. Every entry was accurate. The most recent one said, arrived home later than usual. That was written today. My first thought wasn't fear. It was confusion. Why track me? Why not hide it better? Then I noticed something else. At the bottom of the page, written smaller than the rest, adjustment needed. That's when it hit me. This wasn't curiosity. It wasn't obsession. It was calibration, like someone correcting a schedule that had drifted off. I didn't confront him. I didn't call anyone. I just stood there in the hallway, holding the paper, trying to understand why someone would need my life to be predictable. The next morning, I didn't leave my apartment. Neither did he. And that's when I realized the worst part. Whatever he was preparing for, it didn't require me to go anywhere anymore.